Hey everyone, it's Leon, and today we're going to be looking at tips for Golem's B9. Okay, so here's the team we're going to use. We're going to go with the Fire Siren for the leader skill, get a little bit more defense on the fire units. And then it's also great to have this resilience buff. So anytime any of your units take damage when they have this buff on them, it just increases the SP gauge, and that's really helpful. So I have her. I don't have very good gems on her. I have HP, recovery, and defense, and she could stand to have a whole lot more recovery if she's going to be the dedicated healer. But I'm just using some of my extra units right now. Next we have the Firebolt Wing, so this one's farmable. He's great for the defense break, which we will need when we get to the boss, because one of the drones, if it has the full SP bar and it goes, then it'll do a little heal and then give everything a defense buff. So it is really nice to have the defense break here, and it also helps with the attack break as always. So running him on crit rate, HP, and attack. Next we're going to use Pebble or Granitus because he was farmable. He came up twice in the Guardian dungeons, and so he's great because he'll kind of stun a little bit, and then he'll draw more attention to him so he can protect some of your other units. And lastly, I just threw in the Woodbolt Wing because it's also farmable and good self healer and heals the team just a little bit. So running him on HP, attack, and attack. So here we go. Okay, so it wasn't the smoothest run, and we lost the wood bolt wing, but we still did it in about 4 minutes 45 seconds. So not too bad with using some of these units, and you know, their gems are really not all that great. So let's go back and check out some other monsters that you could kind of switch out for a B9 team. Okay, so here are just a few suggestions of 2 stars that you could use. The Fire Katine's really nice because she has a 60% chance to do the sap for 1 turn. That's great for any golems, and also gives the attack buff, which not a whole lot of units have, and it is pretty helpful for clearing, and doesn't have too bad of a leader skill. So another one that people used to use a lot more in the past than they do now is the Fire Mustang. So you get increased attack power when attacking wood Astromon, and again has the sap here. And this one has the HP leader skill, which is great. So those are 2 suggestions. If you need some healers, you could do the Ribbon S. You know, not the best 3-star skill, but gives a little bit of SP regen with her heal, so that's nice, and leader skill with the ally recovery rate. And then we can always run Lord Beth because again we have that increased attack power against wood Astromon, but this one has on bolt skills, so that's really useful. Other ones, you know, like the Fire Siren, we used her. The Fire Miho, it seems like a lot of people Evo 3 her just because that's the first Astromon you get in the game. So that's an option, and we have the Fire Minicat, again with the sap, and this one's useful because this heal will remove like all the saps on your team. So that could be really useful if you're struggling with that. If I didn't say it already, Fire Candling, you get defense break on bolt skills. Yeah, I think those are really the big ones I would suggest using. So now I think I'm going to go back and we can test out like some quicker teams that I would use. Okay, so this is what I'm going to go ahead and try. I don't think I've used this team yet, but all super heavy attackers, so we got defense break with the Fire Yuki, and a ton of damage from Dark Mona, and then a little bit of heals from Light Snowy. So this is my new project. I'll just show you really quickly. I have her almost at Evo 3. I just need like 2 more Wild Fangs, I think. So she's great. I'm still working on the runes, but I think she's max crit rate with her skills, because she gets 20% on each one, plus the base 10%, so that's 30. So all you really need is 70%, and you're good to go. And if you're running a 6-star crit gem, then that's automatically like 54%, so you're almost there. So crit rate, attack, and attack. So we'll go ahead and try this. Okay, so about 2-minute run with this group. So not too bad. I think that's really, I don't run B9 all that often, but I think that's really what I would use anyway. One more thing I'm curious about is if we run the same team, but we take out the Dark Wild Fang and we put in the Water Purse. So that way we can just test it out having a water unit, you know, just to see if she survives through all the waves, because since she's the only water unit, she'll be soaking all of the damage. So I haven't tried this before. We're just gonna check it out. I have her at 84,000 with HP on life set. So yeah, let's just hope she lives. Okay, so this was actually a little bit quicker, and we saw that Water Purse, with the gems I have anyway, lived no problem. Golems B9, it seems, is, you know, substantially easier than B8. So the tips I can give you is, you know, try your best to use as many fire units as you can. There's a lot of farmable ones, and, you know, that makes B9 very easy to run. So the only other tip I can really think of is if you're going to farm B9, make sure that you can use the gems that you're getting, because you're only going to get triangle gems. So try to, you know, get monsters that have triangle gems, you know, so you can actually use the gems that you get from B9. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas, leave them down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.
Alrighty then.